it pops in my mind. I start recording. There we go. All right, 1 sec. Okay. So what do you all want tonight? Anything in particular? You can put it in the chat box if you don't want to unmute. I was thinking if no one else pops, jumps in, to do some hip stuff and then throw in a little shoulders too. Neck and shoulders, yes, hips. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, you like that, Leanne? Since we're going to do that, let's start on our backs tonight. So come on onto your backs, and remember, if you need a couple throw pillows, like when we do our twists from side to side, supine twists, and you want to put if your knees can't touch the ground when you're bringing them to the side, if you need a pillow, not a bad idea. Also, if you want to use the pillow under your neck, that's always a good thing. Okay, let's start. Let's start. Oh, and also, I will be back. I think we have three. I think we have 3 more. 7. Yeah, till March 7th. And then the next week, I'll send information about the new classes. My husband keeps walking in front of here. Hi, Mary. So anyway, I'll put something out in the next couple weeks about the new classes for, in person when I get back, and also continuing this live stream on Thursdays.
Yay.
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 Ha ha. And I heard, yes, you told me about, what's the name of the marsh closing. So that's one less option, right, Mary?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry about that. So,
yeah.
All right. So,
Benny wants to say hi.
Who is this?
Bentley. This is Bentley.
Okay, get your damn video working. In the left corner, it probably has an X in it that says stop video. Click on that so I can see Bentley.
There's Bentley. Can you see him?
Yeah.
He likes
little shaggy one.
Likes to do yoga with me.
Oh, do some yoga with mama. All right, I'm sure Tom and Chris and Karen, you guys have your kitties around too. So let's do this. All right, everyone, here we go. Starting on our backs. And what I'm going to do now is mute everyone. There we go. Okay, so on our backs, we're talking hips tonight, okay? And we're going to do some stuff that's in that 13-minute hip workout that I put on YouTube. So if you've done that, this stuff is going to look familiar. Maybe we've done it in yoga class too. I can't remember. Oh, it is 3:33, 3 3s. Yeah, so just come on onto your back. Open up, spread open into nice savasana. You guys may hear some howling. It was windy last Tuesday and it's super windy. So you may hear some howling, some wind noise. All right, so that's what they get here. That's what a winter storm's about here. Super, incredibly windy. Like you can't really do much because it's so windy. All right, so let the back of your head drop into your mat. Loosen up your belly. Let the breath flow from deep, deep, deep in your belly. All right, so typically during the day, many of us our chest breathers, we don't get that breath to come all the way down and move your belly, move the belly. So here we get to do a really nice deep breath. And throughout our practice today, kind of check that out. Check out whether or not your belly is moving as you breathe. If it's moving, you've got a nice deep belly breath going. Slowly turn your head from side to side. Here we go, Leanne. There's some neck. And I mean, really slowly, just side to side. And as you turn your head from side to side, feel the neck muscles release, right? The side you're turning away from. And you may even want to hang out on one side, take a few breaths with the head to one side. Feel the eyes drop deep within their sockets. So you're just giving yourself space here to really, really breathe and slow down. Yeah, you can open your mouth, release your jaw. Now bring your head back to center. Drop more deeply into the back of your skull and into your wing bones and into the top of your hands and into your heels. Now look for that really nice deep belly breath again. Feel your mind unwind here. Bring both arms slowly up to the ceiling. Take the palms together, intertwine your fingers. Bend your elbows to the sides and scoop your palms under your head. Drop those elbows into the ground. Just hang out here. This is good for the shoulders. Try to let the arms touch the ground and release into the ground here. Now, bring your legs a little closer, make them parallel from one another, about hip distance apart. Flex your heels and spread open your toes. Press deeply into your calf muscles. Your heels may pop up off the ground. Now, pull your navel down. Feel the sacrum connect to the mat a little bit more deeply. Now look straight up to the ceiling and pick up the head and maybe even the upper back. Hold this here and breathe. Keep the flexing in the heels. Toes are open. Okay, feel that all along the front line of your torso here. Now bring your elbows together or toward each other. Drop your heels and then begin to take the head forward. So now you're looking down at your toes. Chin is to the chest, and you have some really nice compression in the throat for the thyroid gland, kind of squeezing that out. Now, as you breathe here, look down at your belly. Watch it rise and fall. Make it rise a little higher, drop a little deeper. Release the elbows to the sides. Take the face, turn it up to the ceiling. Gently place the back of your skull back down into the ground. Bring your arms into a nice T position again. Okay? Bring the right arm up to the ceiling. Bring the left arm up as well. Take the hands, intertwine. Flip the palms up to the ceiling and press the bottoms of your inner palms toward the ceiling. Okay, keep pressing up toward the palms. Now flex your heels, press into the calves, pull your navel down. Slowly bring the arms overhead. Slowly, everyone. Bring your chin to your chest. It's going to be able to come closer to the chest as the arms come over. Okay, now push those palms away from the crown of your head. Press into the heels, into the calf muscles, isometric. Turn your palms toward the crown of your head. Bring your left foot in just another inch or two. Bend your right knee to the chest. Arms come up, palms come up, and then you can clasp onto the top of that right shin. Chin to the chest, everyone. Elbows out to the sides as you press your thigh into the right side of your torso. That's where your colon ascends, goes upward. So nice compression into ascending colon. Squeeze the elbows toward you, toward your body, chin to the chest a little more. Now, deliberately press your shoulders away from your ears and hold on to this. It's all isometric, everyone. Now circle your right foot to release your right ankle. Reverse. Straighten that leg up to the ceiling, clasp behind the leg at the thigh, bend your elbows out to the sides, and just begin to bring the top of your right thigh again toward your right torso. So now we're getting the hamstrings. Can you feel it? Back of the right thigh, from the right hip all the way down to the right knee. Bend your elbows a little more, stretch it a little more. Bend that knee, release the right arm in a T pose, bring the left arm over that leg, left hand grabs the side of that thigh, and slowly bring it down to your left side. Okay, this is your first spinal twist of the practice. Take it easy. Here's where you can tuck that pillow in under your knee. And here's where Bentley looks at you like, Mom, what the heck are you doing? Yeah. Okay, now really soften into the left shoulder. Feel that lower back open. Feel that nice stretch across the right chest, all the way into the front of the shoulder, possibly down the inside of the right arm. Relax your jaw, your eyes. Breathe here. Now, look for your belly moving here. If it's not moving, make it move as you breathe. Oh, feel that. Yeah. Adds a whole new element to the pose, right? When you bring breath awareness into your pose, you are ramping up your practice big time. Because you feel the energy of the expansion of the inhale, it actually moves your body because the belly moves. And then when you exhale, you deepen the relaxation response into the pose. Feel that. Yeah, feel that. Enjoy that. Make that right thigh heavy. Let it drop. Now, release your left arm. So you've got your hands in a T pose, palms are up. Okay, pick that right knee up to the ceiling, lower back flattens to the ground again. Okay, listen up. Take your right foot to the ground, as close to your right buttock as you can get it. Okay, take your right hand to the right inner thigh and push that thigh bone out to the right side this time. Push, 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 getting the hips here. Where's the breath? Where's the belly movement? Soften the right elbow and the right shoulder. Just use the right bicep to make this happen. And a little bit of the shoulder, but you don't want the shoulder clenched. All right, knee comes up to the ground, straighten that leg, T pose with both legs nice and straight and parallel. All right, bring the arms up. Clasp, intertwine your fingers, left knee comes up. The palms come down into that shin, little bits at a time here. Be aware of everything we're doing for this pose. Now, bend the elbows to the sides and press into that shin as deeply as you can. Take the chin to the chest. Oh, there it is, starting on the left hip here. Now, squeeze those elbows into your body, press the shoulders away from your ears, and chin into the chest some more. Descending colon, left side of your torso. The deeper you breathe, the more compression you give the internal organs. In this case, it's the descending colon. So the way the colon works, it starts by coming up the right side, going over, down the left side. basically. Nice, nice, nice. Now straighten that leg, grab a hold of the back of that thigh, bend the elbows out to the sides again, and then press your palms into the back of the thigh. And now you get to experience your left hamstrings. Soften your shoulders. Get inside and feel where you're getting the stretch. Be right with it. Again, deepening your practice with awareness. Right? I could be hanging out here like, oh, this feels really good on my leg, not even really knowing where it feels good or what I'm doing. But look what you're doing. You're giving some space, some opening to stretch the muscles at the back of that thigh. Hamstrings. By the way, hamstring stretches are awesome for hip health. Okay. Bend the knee. Release the left arm with the T-pose. Right arm comes over that leg. Hand takes the side of it. And we're going to slowly take that left knee to the right side. Feel it. Feel it on the way down. Feel it. There. And then once you get there, just relax into this. You put your skeleton into the shape. And now you soften everything up. You let all the soft tissue release around this pose, around this shape. And then you add the movement of your belly. Get inside and watch that belly move and feel what it does to the pose, how it makes the pose feel. It's a dynamic thing when you're working with the breath, right? There's a lot of change in the sensations. Release the right arm into a T-pose. Bring that knee back to center. That's the left knee. Left foot comes to the floor. Bring it close to the right leg. Left arm comes up, takes the inside of that left thigh, pressing the thigh bone to the side. Left knee pointing out to the side. Breathing here. And releasing that leg next to the right leg, coming into Shavasana. I want you to just close your eyes. I want you to feel the warmth that you've created in the hips. Now, as you watch your belly move up and down as you breathe, send that warmth down the legs to the feet. Now I want you to relax so deeply into the back of your skull that your jaw relaxes and the neck muscles relax. All right, then bring both knees up to the chest. Give yourself a big hug. We did not do core last time, so we're going to do it this week. Okay, soles of the feet together, knees to the outside. Take your hands to the top of your ankles. Now, bend your elbows, press them into your inner thighs just to open up those thighs a little bit more. Chin to the chest. Okay, try to keep those knees where they're at. Bring the arms up, intertwine, scoop your hands under your head, elbows are wide. Now, press your feet into one another, and at the same time, pull your navel down toward the ground. Now, even with all of this, I want you to breathe through it. So your belly is going to move, but it's like you're drawing your abdominal muscles down towards your mat. Open up the legs. Keep the soles of the feet together. Open up the knees. Now look straight up at the ceiling. Feel the space between your chin and your chest as if you're holding a big orange there. Okay, keep that orange there. So don't take your chin to your chest. Keep it away like this. Lift your face and your shoulders to the ceiling. Pull your navel down to the side, down to the ground, and press your feet together. All right, here we go. Knees to elbows, elbows to knees. Now, then the feet almost to the floor. All right, again. Now listen, as you do this, think about putting your face straight up to the ceiling. Okay, you're not looking at your feet when they come. You're looking up at the ceiling when the feet come up. All right, just keep making this movement. Now, when the feet are hovering over the ground, I want you to press them into one another and open the knees some more. Oh yeah, we're getting the glutes here. Now pull the navel down. Now straighten both legs, lift it up to the ceiling, take them down to the ground. Now up again, and then down. So listen. If you need to bend your knees on this one, be my guest. If you need to put your head to the ground for this one, no problem. So you're getting your legs and your feet as close to the ground as your core can manage without touching. Now remember, slow, breathe through this. Slow, breathe through this. Okay, now legs hovering to the ground. Bend the knees to the chest, send them out again. Bend them to the chest, lift the chest toward the thighs. Lift, straighten. Come on and exhale. Nice. And hold it to the chest. Pulse, pulse, little pulses at the top. It feels good on the lower back, right? Pulse, pulse, pulse and hold, 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 hold. Lift a little higher, pulse a little higher. Teeny, teeny tiny pulses at the top, everyone. This one's really concentrated. Yeah, 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 yeah. Head to the ground, legs straight up to the ceiling, heels toward each other, toward one another, toes turned out, Pilates dancer pose, arms open into a T position, chin to the chest. We're going to circle. We're going to circle with the feet in this dancer pose. Make circles on your ceiling. Watch it. Nice. Listen, soften your shoulders. Yeah, work it in the belly and the core, belly and lower back. Yeah. All right, now listen, as you're doing this, I want you to feel deep inside your core, right? Which is that lower part of your torso, your lower back and your abdomen working together. I want you to feel how there's a circular sensation there when you circle the feet. Reverse, just the other direction. Breathe through this, everyone. Keep it soft in the shoulders. Arms down lower than the shoulder level. Nice. 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 All right. Knees to the chest. Give yourself a big hug. All right. Arms come up to the ceiling. Hands together. Intertwine. Slip the palms under your head. Lift your face straight up to the ceiling. All right. Send the left leg out, right knee toward your chest. Other side. Okay, now the straight leg, if you want more, flex the heel. Okay, that way you get a twofer. You get to work the legs too. Ready? You ready to bicycle? Turn and lift. Remember, it's not flailing the head from right to left. It's lifting and turning the torso very deliberately. It's a really strong move. All right, pulse, one side, pulse, pulse. Other side, pulse. And back to center, head comes down, take your knees to your chest, release your spine, your lower back. And knees over your hips. Place your palms on the tops of your calves. You're at the tops of your thighs. Flex the heels. Pull your navel down, shoulders away from your ears. Ready? Okay, legs are hip distance apart. So you're pressing the palms into the tops of your thighs, and you're pressing your thighs into your palms, and you're pulling your navel down. Lower back release. Keep it up. Keep working. Push those shoulders away. Pull the navel down. Release. Take your arms up to the ceiling. Make two fists. Take the fists together. Bring them down between your thighs. Flex your heels again. Pull that navel down. Squeeze the legs into your hands. Hard as you can. Hard as you can. Breathe through it. Don't hold your breath. So you feel the strength in your core here, but you're still breathing, right? You're not holding your breath at all. And release, knees to the chest. And let's do some circling with the knees just to release the lower back here. Nice. All right, take your mind and your awareness within your body. Feel the massage at your lower back as you do this. See, again, I could be like, oh, this feels good without really even being aware of what I'm doing. But when you bring awareness, reverse, into this stuff, you really notch it up, right? It's a deeper release. All right. Cross at the ankles, kick your feet up to the ceiling, and come on up. Now come onto your side. And you can either put your hand to your head and go on your elbow, or you can bring your head to your bicep. Either way, knees get tucked up a bit. All right, so you want to keep your back flat, like you've got a wall behind your back. And then it's like your feet are touching that wall too. Okay, so we're going to do clamshells. So lift that top thigh and release. It's a little movement up and down. Now listen, as you're doing this, you can pull your navel back as long as you can keep breathing through it. So it's not a big movement. It is controlled, okay? One more, and we're going to switch sides, switch it up. Okay, remember, get the back lined up against an imaginary wall, and then feet are touching that wall. And then the other leg comes up and down. See, so you feel this at the sides of your hips. Three more. And last one. All righty, turn it around. You know what? Let's continue hips. Just because then we'll have all the hips done, and then I won't forget anything. Get next to a wall, or get a chair, or a counter. So something for you to hang on to for balance. Okay. Okay, knee that's on the outside, bring it up. Okay, I like to put my hand to my hip on this one. Now listen, you're balancing on your left leg, right? So don't drop into that left heel. Keep your belly pulled back and lift your torso from your belly. Here we go. What we're going to do is just begin to move the knee in a circle out to the side. Okay, really moving that femur, that thigh bone within the hip. So let's do 5 more here. Keep lifting up Off the left hip, 3 more. 2, 1, reverse. Pull your belly back, stand high. Four more. 3. Last one, switch. I'm going to move my chair over. Okay, so just be aware. You are now going to be kind of like balancing with support on the right leg. So when you pick that left knee up, get this feeling like you draw your belly back and you're lifting your torso upward and off that right hip. Here we go. One direction. Stay with it. Slow and controlled, everyone. It's okay if you get some popping here, a lot of clicks and pops. 5, 4, 3, 2, grab that navel, pull it back, 2, and 1, switch opposite direction, 2, 5, 2 more, last one. Okay, I'm going to move my chair. All right, now come down to the ground. Okay, feel those hips. Feel those hips. Oh, table pose, feeling strong here. Lift your belly, spread those fingers apart, press into the edges of your palms and into each finger. Look down at your fingers, okay? So look at this. First, you have those joints. Pick one finger. You have the joint that's at the bottom of the finger, right? Top of the palm. Then you go in the middle, what we call the knuckle. There's a joint right there. And then look, right under the fingernail, there's another one. I want you to press into all of those. Press down. Yeah, you're going to feel that. You're going to feel that. Now lift your belly. Okay, now just kind of gently rotate your wing bones away from one another to open up your upper back. All right, bend your elbows back just a little bit, drop your udders, lift your tail, send your heart forward between your biceps, press into the hands and lift from the crown of your head. Feel this cow pose. Press into the hands, don't collapse between the shoulders, lift from the crown of your head. Eyes closed, get to the very, very tip of your tail, round it toward the ground. Now lift the tip of your tail toward your belly button, lift your belly button away from the tip of your tail. You're rounding, you're arching your back, drop your head. Cat pose. Go back to a cow. All right, now we're going to lock inhale and exhale with cat and cow, okay? So when we do cat pose, the belly lifts up. So that's our exhale. When our belly drops down and nice and open, we inhale. So let's start with an inhale right here in cow. Inhale, deep. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Okay, you're on your own. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Just feel how supple and movable the back is, right? All those little bones stacked up. It's really amazing. And if you keep your back supple, which is what yoga is all about, you're taking care of that central nervous system, right? That's what's being housed there, your spinal cord. Back to table with a nice flat back. You're looking straight down at the mat between your hands. Curl your toes, press deeply into your toe pads, and then press your hips back towards your heels. Press down into your toes even more deeply. Press forward into the palms, drive the hips back some more. Feel the lower back open, drop your head. Press into those toes. Drop your elbows straight down. Keep your belly really close to your thighs, maybe even drop between them. Keep your chest close to the mat. Gently lift your head just so you can see your hands up there. And now glide forward, keeping your heart as close to your mat as possible. When it comes between your hands, lift it up. Curl the back just a little bit, the tailbone. Press back again into that very energetic child's pose. Press into your toe pads. Drop your elbows, drop your chest. Lift your hips just a little bit, glide forward. Yep, here's the cow pose. And then round the tail, press back. Right here, nice, nice, nice. Press into the toes, feel the backs of your feet, release. All right, now take the tops of your toes into the mat, so no more curling the toes. Press your hips back. Okay, now listen up. Take your hands just a little closer to so the arms aren't quite as straight, like they're just a little softer. Now listen, take your right hip over to the right side of your mat, but keep it low. It's over the hip. Excuse me, it's over the heel and the foot. Now walk your hands to the left with that right hip low. Bend your elbows and drop your head. Breathe here. Lift your head, walk your hands back to center. Come on up to table pose. Lift your belly, curl your tail. Press your left hip over to the side of that left heel. There it is, there it is. Feel that big opening, back of the left hip. Walk your hands to the right. Drop your elbows and then release your head. Soften the back of your neck here. Take your hands back to center, lift back into table pose. Get everything lined up, curl your toes. Okay, and lift it up, down dog. All right, walking your dog here. Bend one elbow and the other, look back at your feet. Lift one heel, and then as that leg straightens, press the heel back. Always, always pressing your chest back toward your thighs. Now settle into it. Lift your belly. Feel the length of your spine. Feel your palms pressing into the mat all the way up to those knuckles that are under your nails. Come on, everything. Press the chest back. Lift the hips up a bit, just a bit. Drop your heels. Nice. Glide forward until your shoulders are over your wrists. And then walk your feet back just a little bit for plank pose. Pull your navel up. Push back through the heels. Push deeply into the hands. You're going to feel your shoulders and your chest work. Okay, now knees can go to the ground or you can keep them up if you want more challenge. Bend the elbows straight back, keep them close to one another, drop down into the ground. Now pick yourself up into a little baby cobra. Push into the tops of the toes, toenails pressing into your mat. Press your hips down, feel your glutes squeeze, squeeze your elbows into one another, drop your shoulders, lift a little more. Feel how this is a back strengthener, especially lower back. Come on down, curl your toes, lift back up. Now, lift the hips up, back into a down dog. Left foot comes in, right foot sweeps up. Drop that left heel, send the chest back. Hips are still facing the mat. They're not turned to the side at all. Now open them to the right. Notice you're pressing into your left shoulder some more. So push into your left hand to activate the left arm and the left shoulder. Lift the right leg higher, flex the right heel, take the leg back just a little bit, lift it higher. Feel the left inner thigh open up. Turn your hips so they're facing the mat again. Glide forward. This time you have one leg lifted and pulse that right heel toward the ceiling. If this is too much for you, do something else. Now, one-legged dog again, push back. Look forward between your hands. Take your right foot forward between your hands. Line it up so that the knee is over your ankle. You may want to shimmy those left toes back to get more space here. If the back leg is far enough back, the left foot, you'll be able to squeeze your left butt cheek for some more support. Take your left hand to the inside of your right foot. Reach forward with your right arm. Now, as you're reaching forward into the right fingertips, I want you to push back in the opposite direction with your left heel. Now squeeze your left butt cheek. Now keep that right knee pulled in over the ankle as you lift your right arm up to the ceiling. Drop the left knee to the ground and the top of the left foot. Now bring your right arm back and turn your chest to the right. Keep that right hip pulled in. Those of you who want to kick up that back foot and try to grab the top of it, you can do that so you can get the quads, left quads, tops of the thigh. Release the foot if you grabbed it. Bring that arm up to the ceiling again. Now bring it forward. Curl your left toes. Pick up the knee. Take the right foot down. Rearrange things so that the hips are facing forward again. Now straighten that front knee and drop your back heel. Walk your hands back, fingertips facing forward. Now look forward toward the top of your mat. Press deeply into the hands. Listen up. I want you to feel like the hands are stuck in the your hands are stuck into your sticky mat. Push into it, but you want to drag your hands toward the back of your mat, but you can't, they're stuck. At the same time, push your heart forward. Can you feel that? You get that in the biceps and the shoulders. Walk your hands forward to either side of your right foot. Drop your left knee again and the top of that left foot. Come to the fingertips. Straighten your torso. Now push your torso forward and your hips forward so that you get that nice release in the left hip flexor. Now bring your hands forward, listen up. Take the right knee to the side and come down to your palms. Now, if this is too much for you, that's fine. Okay, it's a deep hip release, outer part of the right hip. Bring that knee up again, curl the left toes, lift the left knee. Okay? Make your foundation for warrior. So look back at that left foot, hop it up, pick it out to put it out to the side about 45 degrees. Maybe walk that right foot over to the right side a bit. And then once you're ready, come on up. I'm going to face you, but I'm going to get on the floor so it's less slippery than the carpet. Okay, Arms are up. You're in warrior two. Turn your left palm out to the side, bring it down. Turn the left palm behind you, bring it back, give yourself a bind. Really push into that back foot, everyone. Bend the right elbow, take the side of your head, soften both shoulders, and now press into the side of the head and drop your right ear toward your right shoulder. You're going to get this huge release. Left side of the neck into the left upper back. Release that. I'm going to get back on my mat here. And then release the left arm bind. So bring both arms up. Okay. Take your hands in Namaste Mudra. Bend your elbows out to the sides. Okay. Elbows out to the sides. Now lift your heart to the ceiling. Bring your mudra back. Open the elbows. Sit more deeply. Straighten the arms and lift up. Hands are still in the mudra. Okay, lock thumb over thumb, straighten both arms, squeeze your arms into your ears or close to them. Now come forward with a really long, straight spine. Yeah, press deeply into that right foot and the back foot as well. Turn the palms away from each other. Bring the arms back. Squeeze your wing bones together. Lift your heart and fly forward. Those of you who want more, take your palms together, intertwine your fingers, send your knuckles back. Those to level up some more, drop your torso to the inside of your right thigh. And then bring your knuckles to the ceiling. Come back up, warrior one again. All right, warrior two, open this thing up. Check it out, make sure that your right knee is still over your right ankle, okay? Nice, come on and stretch it wide. The heart's at the center, right fingertips at the outer right side, left fingertips outer left side. Stretch it open, soften. Right palm up, left arm drops, right arm comes over. Back to warrior two. Straighten your right knee without locking it out. Turn your hips to the left. Getting ready for triangle pose. Now, I want you to just play with your torso, moving it from the right to the left, keeping the base, keeping this triangular base underneath you steady. Yeah, so just kind of get used to this. And then finally draw all the way out to the right. Drop that hand either to the shin, to the ankle, top of the ankle, or take the hand in the inside of that right leg. Left arm comes up. There's your triangle. Now, turn a bit more, torso just a bit more forward. Look down at your right foot. Bend your right knee until it's over the right ankle. Turn your torso open again. Binders, you can bind here. If you're not a binder, just hang out in your triangle. Feel it. Release the binders. Left arm comes over the ear for intense side stretch. Feel it. Use this pose. Press into the outer edge of your left foot. Straighten your left leg. Reach out into the left fingertips. Cartwheel up, warrior two. Turn your right toes to the edge of your mat. Okay, we're going to come down, hinge from the hips. We're going to invert. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All the way down. All right, you can get some really good neck release here. Think about it being traction, the weight of your skull, drawing the spine, especially the neck, down toward the ground. Just let everything soften. Take your hands into your shins, palms into your shins, straighten your arms, look down to the ground. Your torso is parallel to the ground. Pick up your navel. Place your right hand directly under your face into the ground. Lift your left arm, turn your torso to the left. Nice. Switch sides. Left palm takes the place of the right. Keep your belly lifted. Turn to the right. Little twist here, feel it. Hands both back to the ground. Walk your hands forward for a wide dog. Let your head fall between your arms, lifting your hips, opening the backs of your legs. Soften your head and neck. Another inversion. Feel that. Close your eyes if you're able. If you're able to balance that way. All right, release it. Bring the hands back to center. Okay, look at your right foot. Turn it to the front of your mat. Turn the left foot in. Bring it forward. Okay, going into a pigeon pose. Move your right foot to the left side of the mat. Drop your right knee to the right side. Take the left leg straight back. And come on down. Those of you who are on your back, right knee is bent, right ankle to the top of the left thigh, draw the left thigh toward you. If you're facing the ground, soften, release. And then find the movement of your belly here. And lifting up here, palms under your shoulders, curl the back toes, lift that left knee, squeeze the left butt cheek, press deeply into the hands, lift your shoulders, send your right leg back, lift it up to down dog. Just breathing here, come back inside your body. Notice your breath, notice the movement of your belly, even in this inverted pose. Every time you exhale, draw your chest back closer to your thighs. Right foot comes in this time. Left leg lifts up. Glide forward. Stop when your shoulders are over your wrists. Press deeply into the hands, everyone. If you don't like this, just stay in three-legged dog. And then begin to pulse the left heel toward the ceiling. Keep that leg long. Keep the pulse slow and controlled. Slow and controlled. That's key. Now lift it a little higher. Press back to three-legged dog. Turn your hips and open them to the left. Lift the ankle higher. Open some more, taking that leg back a bit. Press deeply into the right hand to activate the right shoulder. So you don't dump weight into it, right? You strengthen it instead. Turn your hips to the mat. Look forward. Left foot comes forward between your hands. Shimmy the right toes back if you need that. Get this lunge really, really strong. Work it up from the inside out. Press deeply into that left foot. Push the left heel way back so that you really feel the back half open up. Then you can take your right hand, bring it close to your left foot, and reach forward with your left arm. Really reach, really reach. At the same time, you push your right heel back to get that opposing force. So you're reaching forward, pushing back with the right heel. Now you can lift the arm to the ceiling. Draw that left hip in towards center. It tends to come out a bit. Drop the right knee. Top of the right foot, turn some more. Those of you who want even more, you can take that foot up back there, grab the top of it with your left hand, bend the elbow to the ceiling, and then you get this really awesome stretch in the front of your right thigh. So that's optional add-on. Everything's an optional add-on, right? Release that arm to the ceiling, curl the left toes under, lift the knee, take the left arm forward, and look, we're back where we started into this lunge pose. Make sure the back toes are facing forward. Look back there and check it out. Push deeply into the sole of your left foot. Now straighten the left knee. We're coming into pyramid, everyone. Drop the right heel. Walk the hands back. So you walk the hands back, put them in a place where they're under the shoulders and the shoulders are super relaxed. Press the right heel back, open up that right calf with this move. Bend your elbows just a little bit. Now listen, press into the hands. They're stuck in the sticky mat. Look forward slightly, press the chest forward. At the same time, try to drag your hands toward the back of your mat, isometric. You're going to feel that in the arms and the shoulders. And release. Walk your hands forward, bend your knee, look back at your right foot, hop it forward, turn it out, look for a warrior stance. Once you have it, come up into it. Okay, reaching up and sitting down in your base. Okay. What side did we do? Right arm comes out to the side, right palm behind you. Take that arm back, give yourself a bind. Left arm is lifting up. We're going to get the side of the neck again. Bend the elbow. Take the side of your head. Come on and sit a little deeper. Press into both feet. Soften both shoulders. Now, take the left ear to the left shoulder. Now listen, if this is the side I did last time, do the other side. I can't remember. And I don't have Chris here to help me. Yeah. I think this is the other side. So just enjoy that. It's a deep, deep stretch. I mean, feel that it radiates into the upper back and the top of the shoulder. So it goes beyond the neck muscles. Release that. Bring both arms up again. Hands in Namaste Mudra over your head. Bend the elbows. Sit more deeply. Now lift your chest toward the ceiling. Bring your mudra back a little bit. We're putting a little back bend in this. And then straighten up. Straighten those arms. Lock your thumbs. So you're still with that Namaste Mudra, but it's a different variation. Okay, biceps into the ears. Arms are straight, spine is straight. We're just coming forward. Yep, here we go, here we go. Turn the palms away from one another. Bring them back. Squeeze your wing bones together and lift your heart. Oh, I love this one, like you're just going to take off. Those of you who want more, intertwine your fingers, send your knuckles back, squeeze together at the shoulder blades, Come forward, drop to the inside of that front leg. And then take your knuckles to the ceiling. Lifting up, releasing the arms forward, and then move it into warrior two. Remember, heart's at the center. Think about this heart, the shining heart that's sending rays down your arms to your fingertips. Yeah, that's how open you want to be here. Rotate that left palm up, release the right arm, left arm comes overhead. Back to warrior two. Straighten your left leg without locking the knee. Turn your hips to the right. Feel the triangle you've created beneath you. Look at it. Okay, now just kind of move your torso. Just kind of have some fun. Move it side to side over that big triangle. See, the triangle stays put. This just moves on top. And then finally, when you get some more movement, draw the torso way over to the left, drop the left arm, lift the right arm, open the chest to the right. Nice, big triangle pose. Look down at your left foot, bend the left knee until it's over the ankle, and drop down some more, bent knee triangle. Those of you who put binds into your bent knee triangle, do it. Release. Right arm comes over the ear for intense side stretch. Comes up, cartwheel up, warrior two, warrior one. Reach forward, we're coming down, everyone. Left side, pigeon, left hip, left knee to the side of your mat. Right leg goes straight back, not out to the side, straight back, straight out of the hip. Then you level your hips and you come on down. You're on your back. Then your left ankle is at the top of your right thigh, and you draw your right thigh toward you. Now it takes a few moments, because this is an intense opening for the hip, and the hip is a big joint. Okay, because of that, there's a lot happening, right? And it's almost like, whoa, you become like checking it out, right? Which is fine. But now soften the wing bones, let them fall apart, let the chest get heavy, and allow your torso to drop into this. And then find the movement of your belly. Make it part of your pose. Slowly releasing from your pigeon pose, palms into the mat, curl your back toes, lift that back knee, squeeze the right butt cheek, lift up, send the left leg back, walk it to the center of your mat, bend your knees, drop down, forward fold with bent knees. Swing your arms back, bring them forward, lift, swan dive forward, come down. Fold in half here, release your head and your neck, press your palms into your shins, lift your belly, look forward. Not totally forward, you monkey pose. So you're a monkey at the edge of a cliff, looking down the edge of a mountain. Refold, bend your knees, we're gonna waterfall. Arms swing back, inhale up. Mouth open, exhale down. Inhale up through the nose. Exhale down through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Bring that water up and let it splash down. All right, hanging out here, bend your elbows, clasp gently, opposite elbows. Let your head drop. Just a gentle swing from right to left if that feels good. Otherwise, just stay where you're at. Release your arms. Slowly roll up. Feel the bottoms of your feet as you come up. Draw that energy from the soles of your feet up your legs to your torso. Yeah, to the crown of your head. Lift your shoulders to your ears. Bring it back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Tuck them into your back body. And arms come up and overhead. Stretch. Equal weight. Left leg, right leg. Feel it. Draw your navel back. Drop your tailbone south. Hands in Namaste Mudra. The mudra flows to your heart. Yeah, soften your shoulders, your elbows. Finally, forehead to the tips of your fingers, toward them. Taking a few breaths here, just getting inside. Yeah, there's your heart center. Feel it. And release. All right, down to the floor. Crocodile pose. Moving right along. And you know that this is home stretch right here. Feet are toed in. Palms are stacked. Placing your forehead gently into your hands. And then just breathing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let that belly pushing into the floor. Widen your lower back. Release it. Let go of the shoulders. Let them drop toward the mat. Just being inside your body. Embodiment. It's called embodiment. You're living within the experience of your body, right? The feelings, the sensations, the breath. Palms into the mat, chest level. Bring those elbows in close to you. Feet are toed in. Legs hip distance or closer. Lift your pubic bone, roll it up towards your belly, drop it down gently back into your mat. Here we go. Cobra pose. Peel off your mat slowly. Press into your hands, very little, if any. Backbenders can take it up and back bend, going higher. And when you come back down, keep drawing those elbows in, keeping the shoulders away from your ears. Then you take the weight out of your hands as soon as you can, making the back do the work. Kiss your forehead into the mat. Come up one more time. Back down. And after you've kissed your forehead to the mat the second time, turn your head to one side, release your arms, palms up. You can open your legs some more if you want, spread them out a little bit more, whatever feels good. Slowly, slowly turn your head to the other side, drop into that other cheekbone. And then head back to center, palms chest level. Pick it up to table pose. Curl your tail toward the ground. Slowly press your hips back toward the back of your mat, toward your heels. And then just fold up right here, child's pose. And then take a few breaths there. Enjoy that. And then flip it over if you're staying for Shavasana tonight. Come into your Shavasana pose. Last pose of practice. All right. Release your body. And find your breath. Simply be with your breath. Be with every in-breath and every out-breath. Your breath is your anchor. Okay, and when you kind of move away and trail out with your thoughts, just come back to the breath, come back to your anchor. And with every out breath you take, feel your back body sink a little deeper into your mat toward the earth. So every breath you let go a little bit more. Muscles relax. Heart center releases. Mind opens up. Just feel your breath grow smoother and deeper. Okay, so this is your opportunity to explore your inner landscape, right? The body relaxes, it kind of like almost drops out of the picture. You just get to experience sensations, the warmth of your heart, the expansiveness of your mind, the clarity of your awareness, your focus, what you watch, what you choose to watch. So feel as if all the moving, everything you did in tonight's practice is being absorbed deeper into your body, deeper into your mind, deeper into your heart and your entire being. Okay, every time you practice yoga, you change. All right, and if you let the change get absorbed by just giving a few moments of stillness and quiet, the change is deeper. And in tonight's Shavasana, if you'd like to put a prayer or a sankalpa, an intention, a desire, you can do that now. And with your next exhale, release it. Simply go back to your body, breathing, and you being aware of your body and your breath. All right, beginning to make your transition. Gently rolling to your right side. And then slowly and deliberately bringing yourself to seated pose. Take your time. Once you get to seated pose, close your eyes. Drop inside again. Okay, this is yoga. This is yoga, right? Truly, it's a state of mind. Okay, we use the body to get there in the form of yoga that we're doing, but truly it's this, it's a state of mind. Equanimity, peace. Bring your arms out to the sides, palms up, lift them up. One more namaste. Bring it to your heart. And namaste. Thank you, everyone. I always look forward to this out here. This is like the highlight, one of the highlights of my week. I'd be lying if I said pickleball wasn't another. All right. So listen, everyone, stay safe. When I read about the J closing where I swim, I'm like, what's going on? I thought you were supposed to get snow Thursday and Friday, but it looks like it's already starting and then stopping and then more and crazy. I mean, I read like historic snowfalls that won't possibly make driving impossible, which could be a good thing, right? Maybe you don't want to leave. But just stay safe. I'm really thinking about you and I'm going to be back soon. I'm going to be back teaching in class again really soon. So take care. Adios.